if you're not doing cardio or you're not doing it correctly, you are literally prolonging how long it's going to take you to build your dream body, build an aesthetic, attractive body. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how you should do cardio, when you should do cardio, answer all of the most frequently asked questions so that you have complete clarity and you know exactly what you should do. I'm going to give you a bunch of tips so that you can achieve your dream body, your aesthetic body, because when you have a nice looking physique, your life improves to the heights that you can't even imagine. Like, I've been on both sides. I've been the shy, insecure, overweight kid who didn't have any self-esteem, and now you can see me. Like, I'll even throw some pictures up on the screen. You see my physique now, and I can tell you it's way worth it. It's worth it to put in the work and to transform your physique in your life so that you experience how good life truly can be. And when you build a body that is aesthetic, attractive, looks good, not only do you get more attention from girls, which is obviously nice, you also get respect from other men, from other guys. And indirectly, that also leads to girls being more attracted to you because they can visually see that other men respect you. And what we know about women is that they are very social proof driven creatures. And what I mean by that is they look for guys that are pre-selected, that are socially proven by other people, by other women and by other men. So if you're respected as a guy because you have a nice physique, women are gonna be more attracted to you. It's plain and simple like that. And I can tell you from personal experience, now that I'm in shape, my life is so much better than before. Like, I wouldn't trade this life to go back to that life, like, ever. And not to like brag or sound like an asshole, but I do get treated somewhat like a celebrity because of my physique. People are just overall so much more nicer, more respectful, more kind to me. And that all stems from the halo effect. And the halo effect is basically when you look good, people associate with you other positive traits, behaviors, characteristics. And the problem that you have right now is you either don't know the information, you don't have the knowledge that you need to build an aesthetic physique, or the second reason is you have the knowledge, but you're lazy. And in that case, I can't help you. I can give you all of the information and knowledge you need that you can implement and get results, but I can't do the work for you. And that you're gonna have to do yourself if you want to live an amazing life that I just described. And so in this video, I want to give you the complete blueprint, a cardio masterclass. And I guarantee you, if you watch this video, you're not gonna have to watch any other fucking video out there on YouTube that just, quite frankly, bullshit, right? The guys that are giving you the advice don't even implement the advice themselves. And I literally do what I'm gonna tell you to do. Just before filming this video right now, I got finished doing 40 minutes of cardio. I'll put some pictures up on the screen. So I'm not one of those motherfuckers that just yaps about, oh, you should do this, but then doesn't actually implement the advice themselves. Because the advice that I give is either the advice that I've used in the past, but I don't necessarily use now, the advice that I've used in the past and I still use, or the advice that I wish I did when I started, but I currently do. So I practice what I preach. And I guarantee you, if you watch this video, if you pay attention, you're not multitasking, you're not checking your phone every 2 seconds, you pay attention, you take notes, you implement this advice, I guarantee you, you will see such fast progress. And once you see some progress, you just become more confident, you're happier, because your dopamine is firing on all cylinders because you're actually progressing. And that'll just give you even more motivation to keep doing the thing, to keep doing the cardio, to keep putting in work. And once that happens, you just end up in this never-ending spiral of upwards, never-ending success, basically. And that's how you really make like fast progress, and that's how you beat all of your competition. Now, why am I qualified to teach you all of these things about cardio that I'm going to cover in this video? Well, I've been doing this for over 7.5 years now. This is my 8th year. I've built an impressive body that I'm proud of, and I transformed not only my body but my mindset, my life, and just overall outlook on life, on the world. And I used to be that shy, insecure, stressed out kid, and I basically had no self-confidence, no self-esteem, self-respect. I saw myself as this unworthy kid that basically didn't deserve respect. And because my self-esteem was so low, I couldn't even recognize the attraction that girls were giving me. Even back then when I was just, a small fat kid, like there were girls that were still into me, but I just couldn't fathom, I couldn't comprehend that girls would actually be attracted to me, because I was fat and I had no confidence. And I remember there was this one girl in my singing class, like this was over 10 years ago. I used to sing in this like sort of private singing club, and it was clear as day that this particular girl was into me, but I couldn't fathom it, and I didn't make any move because I was just insecure, right? Another girl, which was my first like sort of primary school girlfriend, those, how they say, like kind of high school sweetheart, but this was actually in primary school. Like I couldn't believe, like I couldn't understand why she would be into me because I was fat and insecure, but she was. And I'm here to tell you that if you put in the work and you use the right information that I'm gonna give you in this video, you can make a change. You can transform your whole life. And in terms of cardio, I remember when I was really going ham with my fitness, when I really wanted to get, in shape, lean, shredded, I would do upwards of like 40 minutes of cardio basically every single day, some days even like over an hour, and that would really help me to lose a bunch of fat quickly. So cardio definitely works. Don't listen to anyone that tells you, oh yeah, you shouldn't do cardio because XYZ. Those are just complete lies and utter bullshit. In this video, I'm going to give you 21 tips. I'm going to be answering 21 frequently asked questions when it comes to cardio so that there are no confusions. You can watch this video, take notes, implement the advice, and walk away with this video with the confidence that you can actually achieve success. Because now you have all of the information that you actually need. And guess what? If you think that you can just skip this video, feel free to do what you want, but there's a guy out there who's just like you, who's gonna listen to this advice, he's gonna take action, he's gonna implement it, and he's gonna get closer to reaching his aesthetic dream body. And when he walks past your dream girlfriend, your future wife that you want, he's gonna have the self-confidence, unlike I had, to go up to her, to speak to her, to get her number, and to date her, and honestly, like, fuck her. So I really recommend that you take this advice so that you are that guy. But without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Why is cardio important? Well, when you do cardio, you get a leaner body, you get a healthier body, you are more fit, your quality of life significantly improves, you are healthier, your heart is more healthy, and your heart is the most important muscle in your entire body, more important than your shoulders or your back or your biceps. You also improve blood flow to your entire body. And if we're just talking about girls, right? You want to get girls because you're a man. When you get girls, when you build your dream body, you still have to perform in the bedroom. And when you do cardio, the blood flow to your man downstairs is gonna be better, so you're gonna perform better. So that's another nice benefit of cardio. Another benefit of cardio is that you can eat more, right? Because you're simply burning more calories. You have more energy throughout the day if you're not overdoing the cardio, right? If you're fucking doing multiple hours of cardio a day and you're not eating enough, yeah, you'll be tired, lethargic, you won't have energy. But if you're doing like under an hour and you're eating enough to support your functions, to support your, bodily functions, then you'll have more energy overall. Cardio also helps you stay leaner as you continue to do it, as you get older, as you age, because it lowers your body fat percentage set point, like your genetic set point. Basically, every single person, you, me, we have a certain genetic level in which our body basically wants to be when it comes to body fat levels, right? That's why you can see guys who are like really lean and they've been like that since they were a little kid. And you also have guys who are like overweight, and no matter what they do, sure they can lose weight, but they can't like get actually ripped, get actually really lean, because their body just doesn't naturally allow them to do. But if you do cardio regularly and you do it year round, you basically lower your genetic set point. Because when you do cardio, you signal to your body that, hey, we need to be lighter, we can't weigh as much to be able to do this cardio as efficiently and as effectively as possible. Does that make sense? You also get enhanced recovery in the gym. You won't be as winded and out of breath in between your sets whilst you're resting. You'll be able to train harder, you'll be able to train for longer, which obviously is going to be more conducive to overall muscle growth and muscle development. Cardio will literally allow you to train harder at the gym, and the harder you train, the better gains, the better results you'll have. Also, when you're doing cardio, right, chances are you're not eating, so you save a couple hours or however long your cardio session is, where you're not eating food and you're not just like randomly going to your pantry and consuming a bunch of shit junk food just because you were bored sitting on the couch, right? So that's another nice benefit of cardio. The second question is, am I gonna lose muscle if I do cardio? Can I still do cardio when I'm bulking? And the answer is absolutely yes. There are so many people who are just honestly afraid of doing cardio because they think the cardio is gonna eat at their like muscle, and that's not the case. Unless you're doing ridiculous amounts of cardio, you're doing long hours, it's not gonna affect you. And like I said, cardio is gonna get you more fit, and that's gonna help you to train harder in the gym, which is gonna consequently help you to build more muscle. Does that make sense? So no, cardio is not gonna eat at your muscle. Should you do cardio year round, or should you just do it during specific times in a year? Yes, you should be doing cardio all the time, every single week or day, depending on how you structure your, cardio regimen, because you're gonna become better at doing cardio, which is gonna help you to burn more fat, more calories, get you leaner, etc. And I'm gonna touch on this point a bit later on in the video as well. The fourth question is, how much cardio should I be doing? You should be doing 150 minutes of moderately intense cardio per week. Now, if you're just starting out, don't immediately jump into 150 minutes because you're gonna feel tired, you're gonna be sore, and it's gonna increase the chances that you quit doing cardio altogether, which is not what we want. So obviously build up to the 150 minutes a week. And what does moderate intensity mean? Well, it means that it's not super easy to the point where like it's just a walk in the park, right? But it's obviously not super hard to the point where you can't even catch your breath. You should be sweating a little bit, your heart rate should be elevated a bit, but you should still be able to kind of keep a conversation going if you were to talk to someone. Which form of cardio is the best to do? The best form of cardio is the one that you can stick to and the one that you enjoy or like, or even better, love doing. Because there are certain types of cardio that are better than others, right? For example, an assault bike is better than, for example, a stationary bike or the recliner bike. But if you don't like doing the elliptical or the assault bike, well, you're not gonna want to do it, you're not gonna be consistent with it, and you're not gonna get the results that you're after. So it's better to do the stationary bike if that's what you prefer, right? For me, for example, I have a stationary bike at home, and that's like my, alongside the treadmill, that's like my favorite machine for cardio. The sixth question is, when should you do your cardio? And the simple answer is, it depends on your goals. If you are more concerned with building muscle, weightlifting, strength training, you should do cardio after your weightlifting workout. But if you're primarily concerned with just burning a shit ton of calories, improving your health, your heart health, etc., and you can do it before. But for most people, we want to have muscle and we want to be lean. And for that, the best way to go about it is to do cardio after your weightlifting session. But again, it depends on your goals. The seventh question is, what should my cardio split look like during the week? Well, personally, I do cardio on basically every single day. There are rare occasions where I'll like skip a day where I'm honestly just being pussy and making excuses, but most of the time I do cardio every single day, and I do 20 minutes minimum, but it can go up to 30, 40, and I'm gonna increase it as I go. Like for example, for today, before recording this video, I did 40 minutes of cardio. So, but you don't have to necessarily do it every single day. If you, for example, lift weights 3 times a week, there are many different ways to go about it. You could lift weights 3 times a week, and on the days that you're not lifting, you could do cardio. Another example could be you lift weights 3 times a week, and on the days that you lift weights, you also go for like a quick walk, right? In the evening, for example, or whenever you want. But then on the other days where you're not lifting weights, you can do your cardio. Or you can do cardio every single day, basically just like I do. Just pick the one that you prefer and slowly build up to the 150 minutes that I mentioned previously. The eighth question is, should I eat during my cardio sessions? And the answer is no, unless you're doing like over an hour of cardio. But if you're just doing 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes, you do not need to eat. However, I would recommend that you, for example, have electrolytes in your water, some sea salt, maybe regular salt, or you squeeze like a lemon inside of your water. Those are actually gonna be like nutrients, minerals, electrolytes that are actually gonna help you to be more effective during cardio. So that I would recommend actually. But for example, just regular food, no, you don't need to do it unless you're doing an hour plus. Then sure, you can go ahead and eat. The ninth question is, how do I have more energy to actually be able to get myself to do the cardio session, right? How do I have more energy to do the cardio? Well, overall, fix your lifestyle, eat healthy, don't eat too much shit food, don't be excessively lean, that's another big one, but you probably don't have a problem with that. Also, make sure that you fix your sleep schedule, increase the quality of your sleep. And by the way, I'm making a bunch of like premium courses and content inside of my community chat school that cover all the things from like exactly step by step how to build your gym body, sleep mastery course, right? Health mastery, all the things that you need. So if you're interested, you can click the top link in the description. Another way you can increase your energy is simply by having overall higher testosterone levels, right? Testosterone is the male hormone that is responsible for us being men, for having high sex drive, for having low body fat percentage, for having high muscle mass, and to have more energy. And I also have a testosterone course inside my group. So you can go there and check it out if you want. Make sure your diet is healthy, you're eating clean, right? Make sure that your diet is not just full of shit food, because the healthier you eat, the better your body will be able to utilize the food for fuel, and as a result, you'll have more energy during cardio sessions, and when you have more energy, you can burn more calories, and you'll get leaner. So it's just like a nice cycle that if you nail your nutrition, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure that overall you're eating healthy, then you'll have more energy during your cardio workouts, your cardio sessions. The 10th question is, how do I know if I'm doing too much cardio? That you dictate by muscle soreness. So for example, if you do cardio and the next day, like, your body hurts, your muscles are sore, for example, your legs are sore, maybe you went for a long walk or a run or a bike ride and your legs are really sore, then you went too hard for your current level of fitness, for your current level of cardio. Slowly build yourself up. You don't have to go balls to the walls from day one, but if you do cardio and the next day it seems as if you didn't even do the cardio, then you're fine, you can keep doing what you're doing. But if you wake up the next day and you are sore, like really sore, then you went too hard and you should back off a little bit. But if you're like a little bit sore the next day, I'd say you can continue doing what you're doing. 11th question. Do sports count as cardio? And the answer is absolutely yes. Anything that gets your heart rate pumping for a decently long period of time, your heart rate is elevated, that's a form of cardio. So any sport, football, basketball, even like hockey, swimming, those are all amazing forms of cardio. So I definitely recommend that. Now, obviously you don't have to do sports. You can just do cardio on cardio machines, ellipticals, treadmills, stationary bikes, recliner bikes, incline treadmills, right? Or you can simply walk too, that's fine as well. But if you're gonna walk, make sure that it's not like a super swag grandma level walk, right? Make sure that you're putting in some effort, because we wanna be at that moderate intensity level of cardio. And if you're walking super slow, you're not really getting there. Number 12 is cardio even necessary for fat loss to get results? And the answer is no, it's not necessary, but it helps a ton. It's way easier to add in a few cardio sessions, a few minutes of cardio every single week than it is to eat less, right? You do cardio, you improve your heart. During the cardio session, you don't eat, so that's another benefit. And then you can eat more whilst doing cardio. You don't have to suffer from an excessively low calorie intake because you just reduced your calories so much instead of adding in some cardio. So no, it's not necessary for fat loss, but it helps a shit ton. So definitely do it. Question number 13. But won't I adapt to cardio if I do it year round, if I do it like consistently? And the answer is yes, you actually will adapt, and it's not a bad thing. That's the thing. Like, so many people think that, oh, I'm gonna just adapt to the cardio that I'm doing, to the duration of cardio, and I'm not gonna burn more calories, I'm gonna burn less calories. But that doesn't make sense. The more cardio you do, first of all, you get better at it, which means that you can go for a longer distance, and if you go for a longer distance, you burn more calories, and if you burn more calories, you get leaner, you lose more weight, you lose more body fat. And as you do more cardio, you get better at it, your heart is healthier, and you're more fit. You can just simply do more cardio. I hope that makes sense, because I see so many people still believe in this myth, and that's one of the biggest cardio myths, in my opinion, out there still. Question number 14. If I'm currently not doing cardio, how should I begin? So do you remember how earlier I said to do 150 minutes of cardio a week, moderate intense cardio a week? You should build up to that. So if you're not doing anything, go for like maybe 30 minutes a week, 60 minutes a week. Maybe do like 10 to 20 minutes of cardio every other day, so that your body starts to get used to it, and so that you don't just immediately jump into long durations, because that's gonna get you sore, and if you're sore, you're less likely to want to do the cardio the next time. So start small. Just like with everything, you want to progressively overload your cardio. Just like in the weight room, right? When you're lifting weights, you progressively overload. You slowly, each week and each month, add weight to the bar. You add reps to the bar. You don't just immediately jump from 0 to 100 kilogram bench press. You slowly but surely increase the weight and the load over time. The same exact way goes with your cardio. So do that. Question number 15. Won't cardio decrease my testosterone? No, unless you're doing ridiculous amounts of cardio. Like marathon runners, cyclists, those, guys in the Tour de France, they may have lower testosterone because they're doing so much cardio. But if you're just, a regular guy, you're not into that, you're not doing that, and chances are if you're watching this video, you're not one of those professional athletes, then you're gonna be fine. Don't worry about your testosterone decreasing. Number 16, should I do HIIT cardio or LISS cardio? So many people still think that HIIT cardio, aka high intensity interval training, is the way to go, but it's actually not. Because when you do high intensity interval training, you go hard as fuck, and that's gonna impede your recovery. You won't be able to recover as well from your weightlifting workouts, and it's actually gonna take away from your weightlifting workouts. And we don't want that, because if we can't train as hard, if we're not recovered for the weightlifting session because we're doing so much goddamn HIIT cardio, then we're not gonna make as much muscle. We're not gonna get to our dream body, right? So just stick with steady state cardio. LISS stands for low intensity steady state. Just do that. Obviously, we don't need to do low intensity steady state. We can do moderate intensity steady state. But even if you do low intensity steady state cardio, it's still way better and more conducive to your fat loss goals, dream body goals, etc. Here's another one, number 17. Empty stomach cardio. Do I need to do empty stomach cardio? No, you don't have to. People will give this argument of, oh, but if I do it on empty stomach, I'll burn more fat. Yeah, but guess what? If you do it on empty stomach, sure, you will burn more fat. I'm not gonna dispute that. But you'll have less energy because you don't have any food in your system. If you had food in your system, you could go for a longer duration, right? You could do cardio for longer and you would burn more calories. And at the end of the day, the person who burns more calories, even though they did non-fasted state cardio, is gonna get leaner than the person who does fasted state cardio, but ends up burning less calories as a result of that. So no, that is unnecessary. Remember how I said before that people think that, oh, if I adapt to cardio, I'm gonna burn less calories. No, that's like, this myth is arguably just as big as that one before. So no, you do not have to do empty stomach cardio. Number 18, how should I track my cardio progress? You shouldn't look at how many calories the machine says that you burned, because those machines are widely inaccurate. Instead, what you should do is you should just keep track of how many minutes of cardio you did or how much distance you've traveled. And maybe every workout you can increase that if you want. I personally don't really focus on this too much, but you can if you want to. For like me personally, I just make sure that I get in at least 20 minutes of cardio every single day, right? I don't worry about all of these different things because that can just complicate everything. And we don't want complexity. I'm all about simplicity. Question number 19, should I buy a cardio machine, cardio equipment for my home? And I would say 100% yes. That's what I did many years ago, and it was one of the highest ROIs, returns on investment, that I ever did. Because I don't have to like go to the gym, drive to the gym, waste money on gas, etc. and have to deal with the possibility of other people using the cardio equipment that I want to use in the gym. I just have a stationary bike at home. I just hop on there, I watch YouTube videos, I come up with content ideas, for example, like this video, and the time passes by quickly. So yeah, that's another tip, by the way, side note, to make the cardio go by faster. Just do another activity whilst you do the cardio, whether it's talking to a friend, watching YouTube videos, watching Netflix, even if that's what you want to do, go ahead. So yes, absolutely, you should buy a cardio equipment for your home so that it's just nice and simple. You can do it anytime you want from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to deal with all of these potential problems that could arise with you having to go to the gym and deal with all the BS there. So yeah, go buy it if you have the money. And if you don't have the money, just save the money, man. Like, question number 20, if I want to lose more body fat, should I lower my calorie intake or increase my cardio? And the answer is, I would firstly add in more steps throughout the day. So maybe go for a, nice walk, for a morning stroll to clear your mind, walk your dog, go on a walk with your friends or family or your girl. Then I would add in more NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That's basically just fidgeting around, dancing around, having a good time. Maybe like whilst you're having a phone call, you could walk around the house. That's what I used to do and I still do. And then I would increase cardio to a reasonable point, right? I wouldn't go to like do 2 hours of cardio a day personally. If that was the case, I would rather decrease my food a little bit. So yeah, increase your steps, increase your NEAT, add in more cardio if it's reasonable, then decrease your calories and food. And last but not least, question 21. But won't I get hungrier if I do more cardio? Like if I do more cardio, won't I get hungrier and won't my body cause me to eat more because of it? Well, yes, but guess what? If you do cardio and you burn off, let's say 1,000 calories, your body is only gonna make you eat up to like 50% more calories. So yeah, you burn 1,000 calories during your cardio session, then you eat back 500 calories at most, but you're still in a 500 calorie deficit, so it's all good. So you don't have to worry about that. That's why these marathon runners and cyclists in the Tour de France are so lean and skinny, because they burn off so many calories and they physically can't get all of the calories back in that would cause them to not lose weight and to not be skinny. That's why you see them drink all these like sugary drinks, like eat carbs, bananas, sweets, etc. during their races. And we got to the end of the video. I promised that I would give you 21 tips, I would answer 21 questions. I gave some bonus tips here and there. I hope you got value out of this. I hope that you actually take action and implement some of these things, because I guarantee you it's gonna bring you great results and you'll be happy and you'll be more motivated to keep on going and to become healthier, become more fit, achieve your aesthetic body, achieve your dream body, and you'll just live an overall amazing life. And that's what I want for you. The top link in the description, you can go there and check out my online school. That is, if you want to get basically access to me, ask me any questions every day. I'll be replying to you every single day within like 24 hours. And yeah, I can give you advice, I can help you more one-on-one, more personally. You can get more personalized help from me if that's something that you're interested in and if it's the right time for you. And yeah, I hope that I see you there. Go click that link right now. And by the way, if there are any like questions or video ideas that you have, make sure that you comment them down below, because I'll be happy to answer any questions. I'll be happy to make the videos that you want me to make, that you want to watch, videos that you want to actually learn from. So yeah, do that if you have any ideas. If you want to learn more about fitness, how you can build your dream body, how you can train to get an aesthetic body, go and click this video next. That's it for me. I'll see you next Monday, and bye-bye.